Welcome to Eagle News. Hello, I'm Derek.
I'm Rohan.
I'm Akil.
We are so glad that you could join us today. In today's episode, we will report about Eversole Run Middle School news, national news, Ohio news, teacher focus, science news, riddles, technology news, and much, much more.
In Eversole Run news, on Tuesday, February 1st, there will be an 8th grade Colgate student transition meeting. High school counselors, GISs, and high school scheduling ambassadors will come to Eversole to present transition information to the 8th grade Colgate students during 4th and 5th period. 8th grade Colgate students will attend during either 4th or 5th period depending on when they have Colgate. If an 8th grade Colgate student is scheduled for Colgate 4th period of any trimester, then they will go to the transition meeting during 4th period in the media center. If the 8th grade Colgate student is scheduled for Colgate 5th period of any trimester, then they will go to the transition meeting during 5th period in the media center. If you have any questions, please let Mr. McNeil know.
In more Eversole Run news, during the week of February 7th to 11th, there will be a personal needs and food drive organized by the Student Council. The personal needs and food drive will be donating the items to the Dublin Food Pantry and the Hope Center. Suggested items to donate are toothbrushes, laundry, detergent, toilet paper, non-perishable food, canned food, instant ramen, rice, and more. Any more items? Items are collected in your SOAR classes. The SOAR classes with the most items per grade wins. These 3 classes will win a donut party. On January 15th, an underwater volcano erupted. It happened near the Kingdom of Tonga. This is a country in the South Pacific Ocean. A volcano is an opening, and it is where lava, small rocks, and steam are released onto the Earth's surface. An eruption is a sudden explosion of these materials from a volcano. There are 170 islands in the Kingdom of Tonga. The eruption took place on one of the islands. It is called Hunga Tonga Hunga Hapaya. In the satellite images, the explosion looked like a giant mushroom. Next, a shockwave moved outward from the island. A shockwave is a strong pressure wave. It moves faster than the speed of sound. The eruption caused a 4-foot tsunami. A tsunami is a long, tall ocean wave. It is usually created by an earthquake. The tsunami hit Nuku'alofa. This is Tonga's capital city. It is about 40 miles from the volcano. The eruption also created a sonic boom. A sonic boom is a loud, explosive noise. It is created by a shockwave. The boom could be heard as far away as Alaska. A thick layer of volcanic dust covered the nearby islands. There were no initial reports of hurt people or broken buildings. The volcano erupted before. First it erupted in December 2021, then the volcano erupted again on January 13th. The second eruption was 7 times more powerful than the first. It sent a huge plume of ash and gas into the air. This latest eruption created a similar ash plume. It rose nearly 12 miles.
On this day in 1986, the U.S. Space Shuttle Challenger exploded 73 seconds after liftoff from Florida, killing all 7 aboard, including a school teacher who had been chosen as the first American civilian to travel to space.
In National Day calendar news, today is National Blueberry Pancake Day, Data Privacy Day, National Have a Fun Day at Work Day, National Kazoo Day, National Big Wig Day.
The longest fingernails ever were over 28 feet in total. American Lee Redmond started growing them in 1979 and set the record in 2008. Later, she lost her nails in a car crash in 2009.
In language arts news, in the world of writing, exposition refers to the art of providing essential background information about the main characters and the world of your story. Literary exposition can help provide emotional stakes throughout the beginning of the story, rising action, and the telling action, and the falling action, and the eventual denouncement. Exposition is designed to convey information and provide insight into a character or advances through the story. The background information provided by the exposition helps connect to the reader and emotional stakes in the narrative. As far as literary terms go, exposition may be one of the simplest to understand. The exposition of the story can also be the trickiest.
In Eagle sports news, last week was a great week in the world of Golden Eagle athletics. Last week was a great week of competition as our basketball squad took on Worthington, McCord, and Marysville. Our 7th grade boys team highlighted the week with a big victory on Tuesday at Worthington. Our wrestlers traveled to Delaware on Wednesday night to take on the Pacers and the Big Walnut. We are extremely proud of their effort and grit and the way they represented our school on the mat. As we head into the final week of winter sports next week, we will begin to have in-school player meetings for our spring sports programs. Starting in late February, we will offer to 7th grade and 8th grade students baseball, lacrosse, boys and girls, track and field, softball, and boys tennis. Get a head start on registering your child on final forms. By next week, all spring sports information, trials/practice dates, coaching contracts, informations, etc. will be posted to the Eversole Run Middle School Athletics website. For our 6th graders, we offer a 6th grade sports camp. This is a series of 2-day camps held by each of our coaching staffs. Formal registration for these camps will begin the week of January 31st. Look for information to be posted to the website later next week.
Hi, I'm Joey, and I know I'm talking to you 6th graders. This is directed towards you 6th graders. It's about dance club. Dance club for me, it was really fun. I first heard about it in 4th grade. My sisters were in 6th, and I was like, man, that sounds awful. Like, I feel bad for my sisters for like having to do that. And they'd come home to dinner. We'd be eating family dinner, and they'd be talking about it the whole time. And I was like, man, that actually sounds kind of fun. Like, I'd be up for it in 6th grade. And then when I went to it in 6th grade, I had a lot of fun.
I'm Ainsley, and I did 6th grade, and I did dance club in 6th grade, and it was just a really cool experience. It's an only opportunity you get in 6th grade, and you just get to hang out with your friends, and like there's a final dance, and it's just like a big party, and it's just really fun because you get to just hang out. And I mean, learning to dance is fine, but the rest of it is just like socializing, and it's super fun.
My name is Kendall, and for me, the best part of dance club was the final dance. You get to have an opportunity to meet new people and to have fun. You also get provided with very good food and desserts at the final dance. And at the final dance, like before, you get to dress up and have lots of fun with your friends. And the only time you'll be able to do dance club is in 6th grade. And it's a lot of fun, so make sure to do it. And since the dance club is combined with other middle schools in Dublin, it is a good way to socialize with people that you haven't met yet.
For this week's weekly riddle, there are 4 girls and 4 apples in a basket. Every girl takes an apple, yet 1 apple remains in the basket. How is this possible? The answer: 1 girl took the basket. She took the last apple while it was in the basket.
In science news, continental drift was a revolutionary theory explaining that continents shift position on Earth's surface. The theory was proposed by geologist and meteorologist Alfred Wegener in 1912, but was rejected by a mainstream science at the time. Scientists confirmed some of Wegener's theories decades later, which are now part of a widely accepted theory of plate tectonics. Wegener's continental drift theory introduced the idea of moving continents to geoscience. He proposed that the Earth must once have been a giant supercontinent before breaking up to form many different continents. He explained how similar rock formations and parts of plants could be found in different continents. And he said that this supercontinent, Pangaea, existed about 2,000 years ago.
In math news, what is a cylinder? A cylinder is a 3D solid shape that consists of 2 identical and parallel bases. Linked by a curved surface, these bases are like circular discs. The lines passing from the center or joining the centers of 2 circular bases is called the axis of the cylinder shape. The distance between the 2 bases is called the perpendicular distance and is represented as height, h. The 2 circular bases have a distance from the center to the outer boundary, which is known as the radius of the cylinder, represented by r. The cylinder is a combination of 2 circles plus 1 rectangle.
Latitude and longitude are a system of lines used to describe the location of any place on Earth. Lines of latitude run in an east-west direction across Earth. Lines of longitude run in north-south direction. Although these are only imaginary lines, they appear on maps and globes as if they actually existed. Lines of latitude, also called parallels, circle Earth parallel to the equator. The equator is an imaginary line that lies halfway between the North Pole and the South Pole. It runs east-west all the way across around Earth. Lines of latitude describe positions north and south of the equator. Lines of latitude are measured in degrees. Degrees may be broken down into smaller units called minutes and seconds. The equator is 0 degrees. North Pole is 90 degrees north, and the South Pole is 90 degrees south. Lines of latitude north of the equator are numbered from 1 degree to 89 degrees north. Lines of latitude south of the equator are numbered from 1 degree to 89 degrees south. Lines of longitude run between the North Pole and the South Pole. These lines are also called meridians. Like lines of latitude, meridians are measured in degrees, minutes, and seconds. The north-south line that marks 0 degrees longitude passes through Greenwich, England. This is called the Greenwich or Prime Meridian. Greenwich was chosen for the Prime Meridian because when the system of latitude and longitude was established, Great Britain was the world leader in exploration and cartography. Greenwich was the home of Britain's Royal Observatory. Latitude and longitude together can describe the exact location of any place on Earth. For example, Washington, D.C. lies approximately 39 degrees north of the equator and approximately 77 degrees west of the Prime Meridian. Its position is 39 degrees north, 77 degrees west. These two degrees numbers together are called coordinates.
Hi, I'm Derek, and this is Eagle News weather. On Friday, we have a high of 29, a low of 7, and a 50% chance of precipitation. On Saturday, we have a high of 22, a low of 8, and 10% chance of precipitation. And on Sunday, we have a high of 31, a low of 22, and 10% chance of precipitation. This is your Eagle News weather. Bye.
What is heart disease? The term heart disease refers to several types of heart conditions. The most common type of heart disease in the U.S. is coronary artery disease, CAD, which affects the blood flow to the heart. Decreased blood flow can cause a heart attack. Sometimes heart disease may be silent and not diagnosed until a person experiences signs or symptoms of a heart attack, heart failure, or arrhythmia. High blood pressure, high blood cholesterol, and smoking are key factors for heart disease. About half of the people in the United States have at least one of these 3 risk factors. Eating a healthy diet and exercising is key to living a long and healthy life.
In social and emotional news, if self-awareness is about looking inward, social awareness is about looking outward using your self-awareness. It is your ability to understand people in a social or school setting and respond in a socially integrated and perceptive way. To be socially effective, we need to be fully present in the moment to correctly assess the emotions and motivations of other people when having a discussion, making a decision, preparing a presentation, having friends over, or working in groups. What people think of us is a reflection of how effective we are in a highly connected and constant evaluating world. How we present ourselves and our ideas and respond to social clues is calling card for our own success. To become socially aware, we need to quieten down and chatter in our own minds. Stop talking and listening and observing other people's thoughts and emotions so that we can shape outcomes through our own positive interpersonal influences, which includes helping others to manage their own emotions. The key is to be socially perceptive and effective is being sensitive to the thoughts and feelings of other people by occasionally compromising temporary or strong opinions and giving others permission to challenge our ideas, complimenting and showing appreciation for what other people say and do with the sole intent to comprehend others, then always seeking to be right will unlock opportunities to build lasting relationships and find solutions.
Inspirational quote of the day. If you fell down yesterday, stand up today, by H.G. Wells. This means you should always keep trying to achieve your goal. Anything worth having takes work and practice.
Hi, this is your Eagle and Recognition Awards.
Peyton McCreary for Ownership and Respect by Miss Emmons.
Pope Giantonio for Ownership and Respect by Miss Savage.
Hugh Hawkins for Ownership by Mr. Armstrong.
Avery Hansen for Service Minded and Respect by Mrs. Wright.
Ari Polsha for Service-Minded and Acceptance by Miss Jurger.
Alex Sargent for being recognized for ownership by Mrs. Phelps.
Thank you, and this was our Eagle Recognition Awards. Well, that's Eagle News for today. If you have a story you would like to have featured on Eagle News, please let Mr. McNeil know. Here at Eversole, we are creating a community of excellence by being positive, working hard, and respecting the uniqueness of ourselves and each other. Having an amazing day.